Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you had a great week so far. Hope you're having a great Friday, and in advance, have a good weekend. In this video, we'll talk about XRP. If you're interested in more XRP updates, consider subscribing. I cover XRP almost every day. I would say every day, to be fair, since December or something. But I went on holiday once or twice as well, so almost every day. But we're going to do a full update. So far, look, this price action was to be expected. I'm quite happy I did my video update yesterday, because yesterday I reiterated that I did think eventually we would get that move into 2.07. Now, in all fairness, yesterday what I did say is that I thought it was more likely that we would stay relatively balanced or relatively stable around 2.16. Now, obviously, the news changed that. All right, yesterday we had quite a lot of uncertainty in the markets, with first of all some volatility between Xi Jinping and Trump, or at least because of the talks between them, and then after that, obviously the feud between Trump and Elon Musk, which today is going to be interesting as well, what that's going to lead to. But that is something we cannot really predict. Or at least I cannot predict. Maybe people close to them can, but who knows. So that caused bearish pressure. Now, ultimately, like I said, this is a move we expected. And I'm actually quite positive about XRP, which might sound strange, because at this point of time, we are trading definitely a good 3% under the price we were trading at yesterday morning. But ultimately, look, it's not that bad. I mean, if we take a look at XRP right here on the higher time frames, we still have quite a, like we got a strong reaction here from the value area low. We still have quite a wide buffer zone from 2.07 all the way to 1.95, where we can still find support. So then getting a decent reaction like this, I would actually say is more of a sign of stability rather than a bearish structure. I mean, the structure for XRP is quite clear. It's a consolidation, right? And the touch we've seen so far, I think, is a confirmation of that of that consolidation, of that range, right? And that's good news, I think, because that means that, or at least I think at this point of time, that it's unlikely that XRP is going to turn bearish. Now, like I said, I mean, or I've said this yesterday before, it is a fundamentals market, right? So if we get some bad news, if we get some sort of, major escalation, I do think we need a major escalation for this to happen, but then we can pull back lower. But then the added support and the buffer zone right here between 2.07 and 1.95 kicks in, and we can still draw support from there. And I think ultimately, even if that happens, I do think, something in my eye, I do think the general support level will hold, and then, wow, not sure what that is. But I do think the general support level will hold. If we do not get any escalation, or if we do not get bad fundamentals over the course of today, I think we're just going to hold this consolidation right here, which means that in the end, I actually do still expect stability around 2.15 and 2.14. And then, do I expect to move into 2.25, 2.27? No, not necessarily. I mean, we saw quite a lot of strength with defending the bottom. I have not seen a lot of strength so far, at least, in actually getting some sort of a bounce afterwards. So I do need to nuance myself in the way that, I think on the higher time frames, this is good news for the structure and for XRP, and maybe this can later on also provide some bullish momentum. But for now, I don't see a move into 2.26, 2.25 happening. I mean, maybe if we get a lot of momentum from Bitcoin, that is a possibility, right? So that is something you should keep in mind. But ultimately, when I make these videos, it's about talking about the most likely scenario. And I think it's most likely that we will see some more bullish continuation. But from there, we will reject, will remain stable, and then later we can move up higher. But those are my thoughts for now. I will keep you updated on this, like I said. But for now, thank you for watching. Have a great weekend in advance again, and bye.